Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be talking to you about moving beyond the past and moving beyond thoughts of the past. And this is something I know I have personally struggled with very much. And I'm going to share a little story with you because I think that's a great way to introduce this topic. So back when I was 8 years old, I was in the second grade, I believe. Yeah, second grade. And I remember my teacher one day was just looking for a volunteer to answer a question, but nobody had raised their hands. And I, at that point, was still learning English. So I wasn't really good at speaking English, and I wasn't very good at understanding and communicating back and forth in English. And she called my name, and there was an A or B option for the answer, and I answered, I think, B, I don't know. I gave the wrong answer basically. And everyone in the class kind of went like that. And I felt mortified and I felt embarrassed and I really felt stupid. And ever since that scenario, that experience kind of ingrained itself in my head. And ever since then, when I would be in a lecture in college or taking a class where we would have to do open-ended question answer type of situations would arise, I would be so scared to get called on, and if I got called on, I would get really nervous, really freaked out, and I was just wishing that they would not call my name. And that scenario that happened to me when I was 8 years old really made me uncomfortable talking to people and really communicating what I thought, because I thought that the answers I give were stupid and uneducated. So having that ingrained in my head really kind of brought me down a lot. So I kind of want to leeway that story into what I want to talk to you about today, which is moving beyond past trauma, past challenges, and these memories that kind of ingrain themselves in our head, and they just settle there and they play like a projector screen, and we see them over and over again. It's like watching a horror movie 50 times and you don't know why you're watching that movie. It's not fun. So how do we move beyond past thoughts? First, we have to accept that these thoughts will not disappear one day. They will be there. And the way they will go away is when we can give them a new meaning and look at them with a new perspective. And how do we exactly do that? You have to detach yourself from those thoughts. And what I mean by that is look at those thoughts as an observer. Be the observer of your thoughts. Step back and really focus on where you feel the tension in your body of that thought, and observe it and really understand what emotion is behind that thought. And when you can do that, you can try to understand, oh, that thought is not a part of me. And you can understand this term, I'm not my thoughts. That is such an amazing way to look at things, when you can say, I am not my thoughts. And you know what? You aren't your thoughts, because those thoughts that are going on in your head are not facts. They're other people's conditioning that you have picked up, and you have basically imprinted them onto your being, and you think they're real. They're not real, they're a bunch of lies. And they're holding you back from blossoming, from becoming your true self. So detach yourself from those thoughts, observe them. That's the first step. The second step is when you can do that, you can begin to change your perspective. Look at it in another way. Look at it with gratitude. When you can look at an experience with gratitude, you can understand the blessing behind it, and you can understand why it happened, and most importantly, what you learned from it. Because every challenge, every experience comes bearing a blessing. It's there to teach you something about yourself, and most importantly, it's there to help you grow and help you evolve, because life is about growth. And if you're not growing, are you really living? Ask yourself that question. If I'm not growing, that means I'm not living. And it's so important to live. And the third and final thing you do is to give that thought a new meaning. Give it a new perspective. Take the old memories associated with that thought, throw it out, and just replace it with something that's more meaningful. Like for me, that experience in the second grade, okay, yeah, it was a horrible experience, and for the longest time I attached a feeling of stupid and feeling of embarrassment to it. But now the new meaning I chose to give it was, hey, I at least answered the question. I at least spoke up. I at least did something. I didn't just kind of let my barrier of not being able to speak English be the reason why I didn't answer the question. I chose to express myself. So give it a new meaning, and it's going to really help you move beyond your past thoughts and your past memories that are bogging you down, fogging you up, and kind of not really at all serving you. The most important thing about all of this is that when you detach yourself from your thoughts, you can forgive yourself. And when you forgive yourself, you allow room for expansion. You allow room for gratitude to come into your life. And most importantly, you allow compassion to enter. And when you can be compassionate about the experiences you've had, and you can have compassion towards yourself, you're really going to heal those past trauma, past challenges, and those past thoughts that are in the form of memories that are really bringing you down. So that's my video for today. I really hope that the information I shared with you was a little helpful, especially since we're approaching the new year, and it's a great time to reevaluate and really kind of look back at a glance at 2013 and understand that you are not your thoughts, and the past has no power over you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.